How yin's doing? My mother never loved me. Mother 1, or Earthbound Beginnings if you're a nerd, starts and I get to name a lot of characters. I'll name you Nathan.
That's a troglodyte name.
Well, then what would you name him?
Teddy.
That's dumb as shit! I get the backstory of a married couple, George and Maria, mysteriously vanishing for 2 years. When George came back, he began doing an odd study, but Maria never returned. 80 years pass and my character, Nin 10, gets attacked by a lamp. These damn IKEA lamps! Turns out the house is haunted and I have to save my sister from her doll. When I defeat it, my sister tells me to check on the doll, of which it plays a melody. Weird flex, but okay. I called my father and he tells me my great-grandfather studied PSI and I need to go on an adventure. So I go on an adventure. Mother 1 is an RPG with random encounters, with you facing the enemies in the battles instead of being able to see everyone involved in the fight. I got to Podunk and adopted a pet canary. I say adopted, but in reality it was given to me against my will. I don't want this canary, so I take it to Canary Village where one of the birds sings a melody out of joy of being reunited with its child. Weird flex, but okay. I decided to talk to the Podunk mayor who tells me of a missing girl in the cemetery. Lo and behold, he was right. There was a missing girl in the cemetery. I bring her back and the mayor decides to keep on using me for free labor. So I'm sent to the zoo to investigate an issue. At the zoo, there's a really annoying sound that's driving the animals insane. I look into the sound and find a robot from the future. Killing it stops the sound and makes the world famous singing monkeys sing a melody. Weird flex, but why is everyone singing? I tried to escape all of this singing nonsense by going into a cave and decided to read an entry from my great-grandfather's diary after Where the hell am I? This is Magicant, a magical place populated with elves? There is a castle ruled by Queen Mary, and she asked me to learn 8 melodies. So that's why everyone's been doing these weird flexes. I leave Magicant, avoid a dragon which is here for some reason, and make my way to Marysville School, where some nerd named Lloyd, who brought explosives to a school, asked me to get him some bottle rockets. Yeah, you seem like the safest person to handle bombs. I got him a bottle rocket and he blew up a classroom. I misjudged. He does join my party. We clear a boulder by using a rocket and take a train to Snowman, a winter-themed town where Cletus was right! I find this girl named Anna who wants to find her mother, so she joins my party. I make my way to the haunted town of Spokane and get to the haunted manor. In the manor, there was a piano that played the 4th melody. Oh yeah, I forgot I was collecting these. Wanting to avoid places that have a high chance of killing me, I go to the desert and meet this pilot who lets me fly in his plane. Why are they circling the dandelion? Turns out that Lily can sing and gave me the next melody. Being angry that the guy made me pay for an airplane ride, I stole his tank and killed a giant robot. Through nothing more than a miracle of me surviving a tank explosion, I stumble my way to Youngtown, a town full of children because all of their parents abandoned them. That or they are kidnapped, I don't know. The children can't help me, so I go through a swamp to get to LA, a small town run by the BB gang. I go to a show and perform? Apparently I didn't do a good enough job because the leader of the BB gang, Teddy, comes over to beat me up. But he changes his mind and he joins my party, but he kicks Lloyd out. Now that I have some actual muscle in the group, I go back to the dragon and Magicant, kill it, and get the next melody. I climb a mountain, confess my love to Anna, and a giant robot barges in and kills me. Luckily Lloyd just stole another tank, and he saved me. I go back to the mountain and find an abandoned laboratory with a robot named Eve, who kills every enemy in one hit. Sadly, another giant robot comes and kills Eve. With her dying breath, she gives me another melody. Disheartened by this, I visit a grave and learn the final melody. I go back to Magicant and sing the melody that Queen Mary wanted to hear, and she reveals that she is my great-grandmother Maria, and she raised an alien named Geig. The melody I've been learning is the lullaby that she used to sing to him. She dies, and with her, Magicant ceases to exist, as I march to stop the being who threatens to destroy Earth. Geig. I fight and fight, but it's no use. His attacks are inexplicable, and it seems like he has infinite health. So I start to sing the lullaby, each time getting further into the song. He hates it, not because it puts him to sleep, but because it reminds him of something he cherishes. Motherly love. With Anna and Lloyd dead, I keep singing until Guy can't bring himself to destroy the planet that his mother was from. He leaves, I go home, and that's the end of the game. This was not a good game. The game has an incredible journey, music, and humor. But the only thing that makes me hate this game is the random encounters. You might be saying, oh, random encounters aren't so bad. And they usually aren't. This game messed that up. I have 20 hours worth of footage, and 19 of them were spent in a not important random encounter. My whole journey through the game went just like, man, that was a tough battle. I sure can't wait to take one step forward. And that's not even a joke. I would literally take one step forward after a battle and be thrown right into the next one. It is the frequency that ruins the random encounters. Just trying to go from one point to another can take literal hours because of this. The encounters will not stop. Unless you're trying to grind, apparently. It's not even that the battles are hard. Sure, they are hard when you're under-leveled, but once you're overpowered, they just become a nuisance. There is a runaway button if you want to get out. But it's so unreliable, it fails most of the time. It is faster to just fight the enemy, just so you can get into another battle when you take another step. I hope I've made myself clear. Do not play this game until you've played its predecessors. Ignoring the random encounters, there's not much of a story. It really is just, hey son, you just woke up? Well, here's a bat, you know magic, go save the world, alright, see ya! But the journey to your end goal is more interesting once you get the big picture. You really travel all over the map finding friends and melodies. You meet interesting enemies, characters, and it feels like an actual journey. And just like any journey, I got lost a lot. I didn't know where I should have gone next. The characters will give you a hint like,
Hey Zach, we need to go to Duncan's factory.
Yeah, that's cool. Where the hell is Duncan's factory? They don't give you a direction. It could be anywhere, and the map is really only useful to find towns. The humor is incredible in this game. It makes me want to talk to everyone, and if you're trying to talk to something not alive, it says, get this, it says, who are you talking to? I will never be able to write a joke this funny. You're supposed to laugh and subscribe. The music was great in this game, especially 8 melodies. But the best thing about this game is the ending. It is incredible how you fight the final boss while actually trying to avoid fighting him and just singing. The message it delivers is an important one. Motherly love can bring out the best in most people. It isn't even about Nintendo. It's more about trying to understand where Geig is coming from and reminding him that there is someone out there who will always love him. If it wasn't for the frequent random encounters, I believe this is an RPG that everyone should play. And it's an easy fix. Just change the coding a little bit. But the ending and the message it delivers is... Oh, you've gotta be shitting me!